Alright, I'm Staff Sergeant Over and I'll be your grader for the individual testing station M240 Bravo. I will be evaluating during this phase of testing. Do you have any questions before we begin?
Can I take my gloves and my apron off?
Go ahead. Alright, task. Clear, disassemble, assemble, and perform a function check on the M240 machine gun. Condition, you're a member of a team that had just returned from mission and been directed to conduct maintenance on your machine gun. Standard, correctly clear and disassemble the M240 machine gun matching the parts with the correct nomenclature labels within 3 minutes. Correctly assemble and perform a functions check on the M240 machine gun within 3 minutes. All tasks will be performed in sequence. Do you have any questions?
Negative.
Alright, confirm zeros.
All zeros.
3, 2, 1, begin.
Start at the standing position. I go to my weapon. I ensure that it is on fire. The weapon is on fire. I will take the charger handle with my palm, placing it forward. I will charge it to the rear, placing the switch to safe. I will now charge the handle back forward, ensuring that it is locked. And now I will safely look in the safe direction before opening the cover assembly. I will do now my 4-point inspection, checking the cover assembly, checking the feed tray for brass ammo, open the feed tray as well for brass ammo, and looking inside the bolts to ensure there's no round. Now I would close the cover assembly and the feed tray, charging the charging helmet to the rear. I would switch the safety switch to fire, and now I would ride the bolt forward. I will ensure the weapon does not go unsafe. Now I would go into my disassembly. You can do this out of any order. So I would take the butt stock off first. Then I would take my driving spring rod out next. Next, I would charge this back so I can get my bolt and operating rod. Next, I would take my trigger assembly off with the pin. I will ensure the bolt goes with the trigger assembly. Then I will go for the pin for the cover assembly. I use my trigger assembly to get the bolt out. I would take the pin out. Then I will take the cover assembly off, as well as the feed tray. I will put the bolt inside the cover assembly. Then I would now take my bolt, and I'll also take the heat shield and separate it from my bolt, my barrel, I mean. Then I would take the entire receiver assembly and line it up as well. Now I will ensure that all my pieces are in the right category. The time will stop when I stand up.
Okay, you are go with the test. Yeah. Alright, now you'll have 3 minutes to complete reassembly and a functions check. Any questions?
No questions.
Confirm zeros.
All zeros.
3, 2, 1, begin.
I was still standing in the standing position. Go to the kneeling. I will start off with my bolt. I'm at my barrel first, sliding it in. I would take the heating shield, place it back on top of my barrel. Then I would take my cover assembly with the bolt, and I would take the feed tray. Here I will connect the both together as such. I will place back in, clip it together, take the bolt, and put it in through the side from right to left. Then I will take my bolt and operating rod with 2 fingers as such. I will place it inside as such, line it up with the 2 brackets going inside. Then I'll take my driving spring rod ensuring that the lever is pointing down, the handle, and you will place it in a little hole that's right in between. Next, I will take my trigger assembly, put it together. From right to left, I will insert the bolt. And last but not least, I will then put my buttstock on, down, ensure it is clamped in properly, and I go straight into my function check. For my function check, I will ensure the weapon is on fire. It is on fire. With my palm facing forward, I will charge the charging handle to the rear and holding it firmly. I will then attempt to fire. After putting the safety switch on, the weapon should not fire. Now switching the safety switch to fire, I will charge the charging handle forward. Then I will ensure the weapon does not go back on safe, and I will attempt to close the dust cover. The time will stop once I stand up.
All right, you are go this time. Cut. All right, task. Clear, load, and fire until a stoppage. Perform immediate action and expend the remaining ammunition. Unload and clear the M240 machine gun. Condition. You're a member of a team conducting combat operations. You have a stoppage while engaging targets with the machine gun. Standard. Correctly perform all steps in sequence for 30 seconds. Do you have any questions at this time?
Negative.
From all zeros?
Zeros.
3, 2, 1, begin.
Ensure the weapon's on fire, point in the safe direction. With my palm facing forward, charge it to the rear. Put it on safe. Charge the handle forward. Look in the safe direction. 4-point check. 1, 2, 3, 4. Placing the feed tray down. The seating of the rounds. I took my weapon to ensure they stay seated. Knife the ammunition. Aim in the safe direction. Change the safety switch to fire, and then fire. Now I have a stoppage. I will pull my lever back, ensuring that I can observe the round coming out. Bringing it forward. Aim at my target, fire. Now I have another stoppage. I go straight into my clearing procedures. Charge the handle to the back. Put it on safe. Put it on safe. Charge the handle to the forward position. Safe direction. 4 points inspection. 1, 2, 3. Palm facing forward. Charge the handle to the back. Put in the fire position. Charge the bolt forward. Ensure the weapon does not go unsafe and close the dust cover. Time stops once you stand up.
You are go at this time.